I'm taking the 10-minute dinner challenge. So I'm going to show you guys how you can make a healthy, delicious keto dinner in around 10 minutes. For today's easy keto dinner recipe, I'm going to show you guys how to make keto shrimp fried rice. And this keto shrimp fried rice recipe is one of those recipes that you can make as a go-to dinner recipe when you're short on time. It's loaded with lots of healthy fats and protein, and your whole family is going to love it. So let's get started. In a large skillet, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of butter and melt that over medium-high heat. And then we're gonna add our shrimp. This is around 1 pound of shrimp. I have jumbo shrimp here, and I'm just gonna layer it down into an even layer so that they cook evenly on both sides. It'll take around 30 seconds for them to cook on each side. And what I like to do is purchase the frozen shrimp that is already peeled and it's already deveined. It can have the tail on or not, I don't really care. I use it the same in the dish. Regardless, it's an easy shortcut that you could do that's gonna save you a ton of time so you don't have to worry about peeling them or deveining your shrimp. You do have to worry about thawing it, so this is one thing that you do wanna thaw out maybe the night before or 2 nights before. Just put it in your refrigerator and it will thaw. Shrimp is good in the refrigerator for around 1 to 2 days after it's thawed out. Then we're gonna remove it from our skillet and we're gonna cook the rest of our vegetables. We're gonna need to slice up some green onions for this recipe. So I have 4 green onions, cut them up into thin slices. I'm gonna use the whites in the skillet now, and I'm gonna save the green parts for later to finish the recipe. So back in our skillet, we're gonna add in the whites of the onion along with 3 cloves of minced garlic. I like to use a garlic paste just because it saves on time. And then around 1 inch of grated ginger. Again, I like to use ginger paste, so this is around 2 teaspoons of ginger paste. I'm also gonna add around 2 ounces of mushrooms. And then another shortcut that I like to use in this recipe is to use frozen vegetables. So I like to find like a stir fry mix in the freezer section. The one that I like is a mix of asparagus and squash, mushroom, onion. I try to avoid the ones that have like peas and carrots and water chestnuts just because they are higher in carbohydrates. And then we're gonna add in our cauliflower rice. I like to use the pre-riced cauliflower. You can certainly rice up the cauliflower yourself, but it's probably gonna take you longer than 10 minutes to make this recipe. So I just use the stuff that's fresh in my produce section, but you can use frozen cauliflower rice here too. And then we're gonna add in our sauce. You'll need 1/4 cup of liquid aminos, or you can use soy sauce if you want to use soy sauce and you don't mind the extra carbohydrates in your meal. 2 tablespoons of white vinegar, 1 tablespoon of sesame seed oil, 1 teaspoon of monk fruit sweetener. You can omit this step if you want to, if you're trying to avoid sweeteners. We're gonna stir this all together to combine. You can cover it if you want to, if you're trying to steam up your vegetables to have them cook faster, or you can cook it uncovered. This will take around 3 or 4 minutes to cook. I like to keep a few of these keto dinner recipes that can be made in under 10 minutes in my go-to options for keto dinners, just because when I come home from work, a lot of times I only have like an hour to come home, make dinner, feed the kids, and then we're off to a sports activity. So a 10-minute recipe is great, especially if I don't know what I'm cooking that night, if I really wasn't prepared in the morning. Next, I'm gonna add back in our shrimp to our fried rice, and then we're gonna add in the eggs. So So move all of the shrimp and the vegetables off to the side, creating a well in the center, and then crack in your eggs. Let them cook until they're fried a little bit before scrambling them into the rest of the mixture. Now, the great thing about this recipe is that everything comes together in less than 10 minutes, like I said, but there's some easy shortcuts that we can take, and it only involves one pot, so you don't have to dirty a bunch of dishes. And guess what? Your dinner's done and it's ready to serve, and it only took around 10 minutes to do. How great is that? Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you want more recipes like this. Let me know down below, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it.